the pressure continues.
You can never count Roy out. Like you said, he's got one of the best shots in the game.
Lunchbox gonna fly in there. That's the type of selfless objective play that you need.
Allocated in tapping buttons here on the team.
This is the evil geniuses that their fans have been waiting for quite some time. The pressure, the aggression coming out from evil geniuses. When is it gonna stop? They're extremely aware. Ogre 2 on top of things.
Tapping buttons himself, 29 and 14, 16 assists. Lunchbox once again being that anchor and just playing so much defense.
Tapping buttons, putting in some serious work. Is he gonna go for the ground pound? He does. He lands it onto Hook. Nasty.
Falcated. You got to talk about that perfect kill. Double Roy with perfect shots of his own.
Falcated again with the perfect shot. What a job by tapping buttons, taking out the camo player. He's gonna kill another guy as well and get the reset. He's going on the killing spree here. Looks like he's starting to get fired up. Nice shots, getting that perfect as well. Rockets and Overshield perfectly timed right there by Ogre 2. Falcated with the double kill. Give him the lead, make that the triple kill. Falcated gives him the business.
That was amazing. Make that a double kill and still a triple cap happening here. There's a good chance that Evil Geniuses is going to be able to rotate to the other side of the map and maybe even stop this capture.
The best part about that double kill though, on top of, you know, Falcated's amazing shots, was we go on over to tapping buttons and he's not challenging the player over towards security. So often you can see a player like that just get a little bit too excited, want to charge out, but instead he kind of baited himself out, was able to get that guy over towards the blue side security to show his face, and then comes in with the cleanup. And look at this, a triple cap still even pressing for the reset. They find the reset. There's another player, Ola, inside the base. That's gonna be 3 dead, fresh dead, as Hook, he is the only guy alive, and he's also over towards the red base. So this is gonna be all over pretty much. Envious, they're gonna spawn over towards blue. They have to capture that, and they have to make their way towards the pit. Just not enough time. That's gonna be Camo going on over to Envy, Overshield going on over to Evil Geniuses, and game number 1, EG with the upset over Envious.
And Evil Geniuses, yeah, talk about not only an upset, 100-5, keeping Envy in single digits in this game number 1.
This week in Pro League,
wasn't really
played Envy,
that.
so
this is Envy.
they're arguably the best team in the game right now. They won the last tournament, so they're at the top. We won both strongholds fairly convincingly. The Slayers weren't too close. I wish we had a better performance than those, but overall we went to game 5. We played really well in the stronghold, so again, some minor tweaks and just getting on the same page in certain scenarios and stuff like that will do us a lot of good. We had a horrible start in game 5, so our scrims with Jose are going pretty well, in my opinion. We won the last two scrims, maybe 3 scrims. We lost to Envy, I guess, the other night, but fairly close games. So overall, I think it's going pretty well. I feel like we're really good at certain game types, and we have others that we need to work on, of course, which is, you know, to be expected with a new team. I'm just looking forward to actually start going over game types, talking about a little, and getting on the same page and seeing what happens from there. Top coaching has gone pretty good so far. I think he's still kind of getting used to and adjusting to the role. Definitely gotten a few false call-outs from him that Towey would not have done to me. 44 OS Tommy, if I remember that one. Yep, it was not at 44, more like 42. Got me killed. But no, he's doing pretty good. He's, you know, his game knowledge is obviously top-notch. He's been around the league for as long as anybody. Just getting used to the role is going to take him a little bit of time. Just, you know, figuring out when he should be talking, when he shouldn't be, and kind of going from there. Yeah, our record's about as good as it could be, considering that we have 2 losses, taking that into consideration. We went to game 5 in both of our losses, and then we won 3-1. So, you know, yeah, map count's definitely huge because there is only 7 weeks of Pro League, or 7 matches, I guess. So yeah, just taking teams to game 5 if you do lose is actually really important. We just got minor things to work on, and just kind of getting on the same page, and I think we'll definitely be improving. Next week of Pro League is definitely very important for us. We play Optic on Wednesday and then straight ripping on Thursday. So yeah, we definitely need to try and come out hot against Optic because they're obviously, you know, top 2 team right now. And then definitely pretty much a must-win situation against straight if we lose to Optic. So it's a super important week. We can't afford to go 0-2 at this point because we're 1-2 now. Once we play Optic, the last 2 after that are going to be very tough. So yeah, we definitely need to have a strong showing in this 3rd week of Pro League and hopefully get at least 1 win.
So going into this week of Pro League, we were sitting in 4th place. There's multiple ties, I believe, for 4th. And going into this week, we had taken Envy and Splice to game 5. So obviously, going into those series, we had realistic expectations against Envy in particular, and Splice has been one of the strongest online teams since picking up Renegade. So taking them both to Game 5 and having an opportunity to win those series definitely gave us a big confidence boost. So then going into this week against Optic and then straight on Thursday, we definitely had a lot of confidence going into those matches.
I think it was, what, 67 to 51 here, and sure enough, Frosty has that amazing kill on the Lunchbox. Lethal at the same time picked up a perfect on somebody else.
Playing against Optic anytime in Halo 5, you have to be realistic. They're the most dominant team in Halo 5.
Again, Evil Geniuses, they're looking good. They're hanging in there in the middle of the game, and then all of a sudden Optic Gaming just blows it wide open.
We ended up losing 3-0 to Optic. Definitely never really got our footing against that team. They came out pretty hot, it felt like, and we came out pretty flat, and we lost 3 fairly lopsided games.
So now we have another flag being run here by Optic. And we'll see if they're able to put this one in. Nobody from position to stop this yet. Stays alive, wow. Puts that one in. And just like that, Tom, 3-0 victory over to Optic Gaming.
So going into the match against Straight on Thursday after losing 3-0 to Optic, we knew it was a must-win for our team. If we would have lost to Straight in that series, realistically, we would have definitely had no chance of making top 4 and been in strong contention to be relegated, so finish in the 7th or 8th spot. So going into Straight, we were all extremely motivated and hyped, and definitely came prepared to win that
pretty
series.
much every overshield besides the first one, Kyle, which got burned. So you would think that they would have some sort of lead here, but it's only 1 kill. EG's done a great job of fighting and staying in it.
It honestly looks like Straight does a better job when they're getting collapsed on than when they have full control. You know, we've seen them have full control, all die, but then when they're trapped in a base and EG's trying to collapse and pick up kills, that's when they're able to actually pull ahead.
Yeah, now Hines is desperately trying to help his teammate over there. Rain comes in with the ground pound. Got to get aggressive with this overshield. He needs to find a kill ASAP. There's Roy underneath the base, taking down all of his OV. 1 more kill here for Sherrippen, 49 to 47. Where's it going to come from? You have a player on the street. 2 more over towards the car side. Falcade going to pick up a kill. Hines can't seem to hit the grenade that he's looking for over towards car 2, and now going to back up for the battle rifle here. Kyle, this is intense.
48 to 49, both teams just trying to spot players. Nobody wants to die here. You always got to be careful because 2-3 people shoot at you at the same time and you are going to drop almost instantly. Lunchbox moving around pretty aggressively. I'm assuming he's got a player here chilling behind him. Yeah, it looks like in fact he does. So we'll see if any of these teams decide to kind of rotate, start flipping the map here. EG's got to be more careful as they are needing 2 kills as opposed to the 1 here from Straight. This is not the way I saw this game playing out from the beginning.
Crazy. We have a standoff in Regret Slayer. Game number 2. We already mentioned how many game 2 Sherrippen has lost, 50 to 49. So they got to be very careful that they don't give up that death and tie this one up 49 to 49.
Look at this, 3 players rotating from pink over to red base, and Hines is below all of them. I don't know if they have any idea what is about to happen.
Yeah, Hines has a great flank on information for these guys. There he is. He's going to find out and spot a couple of these players. Now he's going to come out, but no, a teammate comes in, and wow, he ends up living somehow throughout all of that. That could have been a disaster.
This is so back and forth. It's almost like we're watching series number 1 on Rig when everyone's just fully rotating. Hines, another free overshield. Great job staying on top of those.
Wow, he gets green gunned.
Yep, there goes that OS. Basically non-existent here. The collapse is coming. Tapping Buttons grabs one. Who's going to be the last death? He's backing down.
Now they're in perfect position. EG has everyone from Sherrippen trapped underneath the base. Wow, Commonly comes in with the cleanup, 50 to 49.
We ended up winning the series 3-0. The first game gave us a lot of confidence. It was Coliseum CTF. We outslayed them massively by about 20 or 30 kills in the game.
As we take a look at the stats really quickly, what a game by Lunchbox. Again, he is the huge key to victory here, 28 and 14. Meanwhile, Tapping Buttons, 34 and 16.
Game 2 was a huge game for us. We ended up winning 50-49, being down 49-47 towards the end of the game, and coming back and winning the game 50-49 was absolutely the deciding factor in that series, in my opinion. And then we ended up really playing the best game, maybe as a team, on the third game.
Off to a little bit of a shaky start, but it looks like they've got their stuff together now, and they are running away with this.
He's coming around the barrels with the scatter. Should be able to kill both of these players with ease. Hines drops. That's the triple cap still in effect. Evil Genius is going to sweep this series 3-0.
Going after that match, definitely, like I said, was a must-win for our team. And moving forward, we are in a pretty good position to possibly make top 4, and at the very least make top 6, which does not get relegated. So definitely put ourselves in a very good position after that 3-0 against Straight Rippin. Yeah, we're certainly In this Pro League, obviously there's been a lot of talk about, oh, EG doesn't deserve to have a Pro League spot. They weren't at Worlds last year, and all this stuff. When, if you look at the track record for our team, have we placed as well as what maybe the expectations have been, or maybe as well as what a lot of people thought we should have placed? Probably not. But if you look at the games that we've lost, we went to Game 5 in the last Pro League, I want to say 4, 5, maybe 6 times, and ended up losing those Game 5. So a kill here or a power weapon grab here, like, we win those series and everything changes. We've definitely never really rolled over. Maybe against Optic we haven't competed as well as a handful of other teams, but against every other team in the league, really, we've played very, very competitively for the last 2 seasons. So going into this Pro League, for people to kind of be talking and chirping about we don't deserve this spot, we've already proven ourselves, in my opinion, throughout this Pro League, taking Splice to Game 5, who is currently undefeated in Pro League, and then also taking Envy to Game 5, who obviously won the Fall League Finals. So definitely I feel like we've reaffirmed that we definitely belong in the Pro League, and I feel like we're going to continue to prove ourselves throughout the end of the season, and then also going into DreamHack Atlanta. One of the biggest factors and impacts on our team is going to be getting Tapping Buttons or Hose Bay here to the gaming XFINITY training facility. Having him in this house and able to play on US internet, XFINITY, high-speed internet, and then also just having Towey be able to review his film when capable, and then also have Ogre 2 be able to possibly come to the house and kind of mold him into a 4v4 player a little bit more so. Like I said, he is one of the most individually skilled players that I've teamed with in a long, long time. Definitely has some things to learn in 4v4, as everybody on our team does, and really anybody in Halo 5, you can always continue to learn and get better as a teammate, as an individual player. So definitely having him here in the house so that we can play next to each other and just continue to grow and develop our relationship as teammates, I think will definitely kind of propel us to that next level and allow us to continue to compete for top 3 and hopefully be able to go into the DreamHack Atlanta and put a very strong performance forward. So this last week of Pro League, we have 2 matches. The first one is against Liquid, and then the last week is against Ronin. The Liquid match is definitely important for us. We need to try and increase our winning percentage and try and get another series win under our belt. But the most vital and important series is definitely against Ronin because of where we sit right now and where they sit. Currently, I believe they're in 7th place with 1 win, and we currently have 2. So going into that series, if they were to win their first match of the week on Wednesday, they would have 2 wins. And then if we did beat Liquid, we'd be in a good position at 3 wins. But if we don't beat Liquid, then we're going to have 2 wins, and they could possibly have 2 wins. So that's a must-win series for our team in order to avoid relegation. So definitely going to be putting in a ton of practice time moving into this Pro League week, and hopefully we can put together 2 strong performances and get 2 more wins under our belt for Pro League.
Hey guys, I know this part of the Up to Speed series or my YouTube channel or any type of vlog that I've done is a little overdue, but I really wanted to explain why I decided to retire, especially if, you know, I still think I'm the best at what I do in the league, which I do, but it's just not rewarding for me personally anymore. It's not necessarily challenging. Obviously, it's difficult when our team isn't doing well, but it was still difficult, but it wasn't challenging me personally. I'm kind of rambling here, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that I wasn't getting a rewarding feeling from putting in all of the time that I was into coaching. I believe very, very strongly in always being the hardest worker in the room. And if you're willing to put in the time to work extremely hard, you don't have to worry about that end result. You just, you know, focus on the task at hand or focus on one day at a time, and all of the benefits of improving come with that. And it's just about being involved in the process. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that I wasn't enjoying the process of Halo anymore. Spending my time trying to improve our team, improving myself personally, watching film, reviewing film, you know, the following day after scrims, watching Twitch rebroadcasts, going through and time stamping in other team scrims, you know, how they're breaking setups in certain game types versus us versus other teams, going back, writing notes on all of that, sending it to our players, rewatching all of that, scrimming, watching theater afterwards. It got exhausting, and the whole time I'm doing all of that, I'm also thinking to myself how I could, you know, be spending my time better on so much else that has to do with our team, content creation, getting better at this type of stuff with you guys, traveling to other events, working with EG, working within management, and I mean, I ultimately made the decision that it was by far what was best for me personally. One important thing to note is that I didn't make this decision because I don't think I'm the best anymore. I don't think I'm good enough or anything like that. You know, a lot of people expected, because our team, you know, we didn't qualify for Worlds, we necessarily haven't done as well as most expectations are. People kind of expected Lunch and Roy to retire, or me to retire, or any combination of, and that had nothing to do at all with my decision. Clearly, as Jason and Justin are both still competing. You know, over the last 6 months, I'm not going to name names or name teams or anything like that, but I've been more or less offered a position on every other team in the league, and I'm not really interested in pursuing that anymore. And thankfully, we lucked out in the position that we're in to have such an amazing replacement in Ogre 2. You know, enough can't be said about Tom when it comes to Halo, okay? I still remember being 16 years old in my friend's basement in high school with, like, you know, 20 of my friends all, you know, huddled up around the computer watching Ogre 1's 41-0 gameplay on Lockout and watching Ogre 2's rebroadcast from tournaments because we'd pay for VOD back then. And, I mean, looking up to the Ogres for so long and how good they were for so long, and then Tom's continued legacy going through all of Halo 2, all of Halo 3, into Halo Reach with our team, and then coming back and competing again for however long we've been competing now. He's been to about 1,000 tournaments and probably has more experience, LAN experience at a tournament in the finals than most other teams we're going to even compete against combined. So yeah, I'm very, very fortunate and grateful that Tom accepted the position to be able to coach. I don't know if I would have made this decision otherwise, if he had decided that this, you know, coaching wasn't what he wanted to do. That would have made the decision a lot more difficult, and maybe I'd still be coaching right now. But thankfully, he was able to step in and has done a really, really good job so far. So like I said, my biggest focus now with EG is going to be on video and video production, and really, really can't thank them enough for some of the new equipment that I've gotten since I've, you know, taken over this role. Right now, I'm shooting on a Panasonic Lumix GH4 camera, and the quality difference between what I used to have and what I have now is like incomparable when you look between the two. For example, right now I'm shooting this on the nice camera with a professional microphone versus right now I have to adjust the focus. You can't really tell. It's super hard to frame stuff. All the balance is off. This is a mess. And this is my old camera, which worked pretty well in my old videos when I used it, and I'll definitely still use this. But this camera is for sure preferred. It's a professional grade. I can shoot in 4K and gives me just unlimited amount of options, more or less, for how I want to really be making videos for you guys. I also got a new drone to be able to take with me to tournaments, shoot around the cities at the events that we go to be able to use with other, you know, teams with EG. It's probably the coolest, most expensive, but still the coolest toy I've ever owned. And yeah, here's what that looks like.
This is the first time, huh?
A heavy risk here.
It's gonna get struck by lightning.
Full throttle right now, baby. Wait until the battery dies.
Mid-flight.
Does it make sure it comes back before the battery dies?
We'll see.
This is gonna turn into an episode of Sully. We have an emergency landing.
Here, give me it back.
Hold on.
Wait, I see it on camera. I can track its movements.
Look at this shot we're about to get.
That's gonna be a good shot.
Wow, that's
cinematic, dude.
Oh, dude, that gave me chills.
You got that director's eye.
Oh, dude, I do. I mean, you know.
I'm slowly fading it back and
I would think he would be the natural, but we've seen what you can do.
Do I need to bring it back? It's a low battery.
A natural would know.
It says, yeah,
emergency,
bring it back.
please return to home.
Yeah, I say, bring it home.
Yeah.
Anyways, I gotta cut off this vlog. I know this is a little out of the ordinary for the up to speed videos that I do, but I really wanted to update you guys on what I'm doing now and just address a few things that I really wanted to talk about that I haven't really had a chance to yet. But yeah, I'm adjusting. Things have been going well, and I'm excited to be able to get a chance to watch the guys. I think it's going to be really, really stressful having to sit in the crowd and watch. You know, when you're in the game and you can make decisions and you influence the outcome, it's, you know, I stand up on stage and I feel totally relaxed. You know, it's like you're at home. There's literally no difference. You just get so comfortable with it. It's going to be very different having to sit out in the crowd with absolutely no influence on the outcome, just hoping, just watching, and I don't know how I'm going to do in that situation yet. So that might be pretty tough, but yeah, we'll have to see.
If you could explain however you're doing that, that'd be great. You have no idea how that works.
Here we go, let's go. If they yes where I'm at, tell them I'm right here. I'm standing beside a giant,